bankruptcy pretty good. I'm going to scroll down here, and on the details tab, I can see a little overview information about the business. And now we get into sort of the insurance information. I can see current and past policies that they have. I can see their insured items, so what buildings and locations do they have. And then I can see how Grove Plastics relates to other contacts that we have as well as other accounts. So that's a little overview of that customer 360, in this case a commercial customer, and being able to see both CRM and insurance data in one view. Now from here I want to get on with that guided process to complete that application. So I'll click that link, and that link takes me into now this guided flow in order to complete that commercial general insurance application. So all of these steps align with the ACORD 125. So if you're familiar with the ACORD 125, you're going to recognize everything as we go through it here. You'll also see that it's all being pre-filled, and that's because that data is coming from Salesforce, and it can also come from third parties as well. So I'm just going to click through. We have the agency information. For line of business, we've already selected commercial general liability. You see the next step after that is for me to complete the GL details, which will trigger an ACORD 126. So if I were to unselect that, then I would not be routed to that next step. So it's a dynamic form, it's a smart form, and it keeps the account manager more productive in that they only have to step through what they actually need to fill out. So these are the general liability limits that we want. Attachments, we know that there's an additional interest schedule that we need to complete here. So because that's checked, now we're going to be prompted for the ACORD 45 that comes after that. So here's that ACORD 45 detail for additional interest. Again, pre-fill from Salesforce, we already have this information. Going to the next step. So you notice here the account manager is not having to enter anything because we can pre-fill whatever we already know about the account. So applicants and contacts, check, that's kind of like core CRM data. Premise information, I already showed you earlier how we can track the locations and buildings. Nature of the business, this is what we know about them, they're in manufacturing. General information, these are conditional questions here, so we know that they do have a safety program, so we checked yes and then opened up these additional questions below that. Prior carrier information, so I pointed out earlier how we can track the policies on the account. Loss history, do that too. And now what we're doing is taking all of that application data, right? If you were going through an ACORD 125, it would be at the end of the form now. So we're taking all of that application data and sending it to the ACORD Solutions group to the transcriber product. The transcriber product that we call the REST API will take that information and turn it into the 3 PDFs that we need and send it back to us. Additional automation on the Salesforce side will then create an opportunity for me and attach those 3 forms to the opportunity. So all that just happened, let's go take a look at it. I'm going to drill into my new opportunity here that was just created for me that's tied to Grove Plastics. And I can see that the opportunity is already preset at this stage for a develop proposal because additional automation rules in Salesforce will determine, hey, when we're at that ACORD application stage, we should be, the opportunity should be at the develop proposal stage. And here I have my 3 completed ACORD PDF forms. So I've got the 125, and I've got the 126. Little X wants to get hidden there. There we go. And I've got the ACORD 45 here as well.
And these are coming from ACORD, so they're up to date, current, no lagging at all in terms of form versioning, right?
Yeah, always the most current. You don't have to worry about.
Nope.
This thing I found on the internet is the right version.
Yeah.
And so from here, the account manager can work with the producer to determine what the right next steps are. So if they wanted to send this to market, you see the button up there for that. There could be additional guided flows and automation that could help them along that way as well. So that concludes the demo of seeing